Welcome back to the Campus Bible Fellowship channel. I'm Mary Amesbury, and today we're continuing our series on antidotes to anxiety. Today's topic is sleep. I don't have to tell you that most college students are sleep deprived. A couple of different studies put the rate of sleep deprivation among college students at over 70%. I also don't have to tell you that being sleep deprived makes you stressed, cranky, and anxious. You've been there, you know. But you may not be aware of how chronic sleep deprivation, routinely getting less than 8 hours of sleep a night, affects you emotionally, mentally, physically, and spiritually. Often the chronically sleep deprived don't know how impaired they are. Researchers suggest that being sleep deprived can make you as dangerous on the road as someone who's legally drunk. I remember a sweet, cheerful student at the Cleveland Institute of Music who started cutting her sleep short in order to get in more early morning practice time before her recital. Her personality distorted and she became harsh and abrasive. Later, I gently asked her about it, and she had no awareness of how her personality had shifted. It was scary. Fortunately, she reverted to her normal pleasant self after she started getting enough sleep. Unless the Lord builds the house, they labor in vain who build it. Unless the Lord guards the city, the watchman stays awake in vain. It is vain for you to rise up early, to sit up late, to eat the bread of sorrows, for so he gives his beloved sleep. Psalm 127, 1-2. Your Creator built you to need quality sleep. Sleep is not a luxury or a blessed indulgence. It's a necessity. When you sleep, your body and brain repair themselves and heal the damage caused during the day. Sleep consolidates memory, which improves learning, retaining information, and problem solving. Studying and then sleeping soundly may be far more beneficial to preparing for a tough exam than an all-nighter. Sleep literally makes you smarter, more creative, healthier, and happier. Sleep deprivation fuels anxiety. The amygdala, the part of the brain associated with emotional states, showed in one study a 60% amplification in emotional reactivity in sleep-deprived individuals. In other words, when you're sleep-deprived, normal occurrences stress you out more. You're more anxious, fearful, stressed, angry, and sad. Your Creator designed His creation to sleep and established the principle of setting aside one day a week for rest. Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. 6 days you shall labor and do all your work, but the seventh day is the Sabbath of the Lord your God. In it you shall do no work, you, nor your son, nor your daughter, nor your male servant, nor your female servant, nor your cattle, nor your stranger who is within your gates. For in 6 days the Lord made the heavens and the earth, the sea and all that is in them, and rested the seventh day. Therefore the Lord blessed the Sabbath day and hallowed it. Exodus 20, 8-11. The Sabbath forced God's people to trust Him, to care for them as they rested. I will both lie down in peace and sleep. For you alone, O Lord, make me dwell in safety. Psalm 4:8. They were to honor the Sabbath in busy times like planting and harvest, just the same as during less stressful times. Of the 10 Commandments, keeping the Sabbath is the only one that was not brought forward into the New Testament. By the time of Jesus, the religious leaders had attached so many rules to the Sabbath that it had become a burden rather than a blessing. Perhaps that's why the Sabbath commandment of 1 day of rest per week was not continued. Instead of a mandated Sabbath, Jesus instructed, "Come to me, all you who labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn from me, for I am gentle and lowly in heart, and you will find rest for your souls. For my yoke is easy and my burden is light." Matthew 11:28-30. the need for rest hasn't changed. And perhaps it's even more necessary because technology has blurred the lines of work and non-work times. Although you might not think it's possible to get 8 hours of sleep a night, you can begin by getting better quality sleep. Here's some tips that I've been using to try to get a better quantity and quality of sleep. Number 1, view sleep as a gift from God, as something vital rather than a luxury that can be cut out. Number 2, establish regular sleep and wake times in line with your own circadian rhythm. It's a myth that you can catch up on your sleep on the weekends. Your body and brain need from 7 to 8 hours of restorative sleep every night to prevent diminished performance the next day. Number 3, respect your body's own natural circadian rhythm. If you're a night owl, don't take an early morning class. You'll stink at it. If you're a morning person, don't take a late evening class if you can help it. No amount of coffee will make you smart when your brain is wired to be asleep. Number 4, develop an optimal sleep environment. Your sleep space should be cool, 65 to 70 degrees, dark and quiet. Invest in light blocking curtains if there's too much ambient light from street lights. Cover anything that is emitting light like an alarm clock or a cell phone. And use a fan if it's too warm. And make sure your mattress and pillows and bedding are comfortable to you. Number 5, if you find yourself fretting about something that happened during the day, pray and ask the Holy Spirit to guard your thoughts as you try to fall asleep. You might also benefit from listening to the Bible on your phone with an app like Bible.is, which has a timer that will shut it off after a certain amount of time. Or try journaling about your worries rather than letting them run in an endless loop in your mind. Number 6, and this one's hard, but try not to use phones or computers an hour before bed because the blue light tricks your brain into thinking it's still day. If you can't eliminate using your devices an hour before bed, consider adding a blue light filter to reduce the stimulating effect. Well, that's it for today. If you found this video helpful, drop a note in the comments below or share it with someone else. Please subscribe to the channel to be alerted when new videos are posted. Bye for now and sleep well.